Good morning. It's Sunday and I am packaging. Monday is a postal holiday and so the mail's not going out. Usually when you print labels on eBay, it will tell you it won't let you print for a postal holiday. I'm printing a label right now and it's giving me the option for tomorrow. I'm surprised because tomorrow is a postal holiday. So, is this off centered? I just got to change it to the 13th for Tuesday. Interesting. So anyway, I'm still packaging today because I had a lot of orders yesterday and I don't want it to get crazy tomorrow because I'm running around doing errands. Oh my god. Sorry, my can. You should see this. This is my cell phone like propped on my laptop. It's crazy. Anyway, what was I saying? It's Sunday. Working as usual. So yesterday was Saturday and I went to my sister's and it was, we play Pokemon. It's not a big secret. Yes, I'm pretty sure 99% of people who play Pokemon Go are adults in my age group. I don't know. It's funny. My sister's obsessed. I like it, not as much as she does, but I do like it too. And we just drove around and did Pokemon Day. And then after that, we hung out with the girls, but then they had to go to a roller skating party. Oh my god, roller skating. Any 80s fan, does that not bring back memories? When I was like 10, 11, and 12, like, roller skating was definitely a big deal. In the small town I grew up in, we didn't have a roller rink, but there was a neighboring town that did. It was like 20 minutes away, and so we'd try to talk a parent every like Friday or Saturday. We would talk a parent into taking us to the roller rink in the neighboring town, and oh my god, we had so much fun. That was like a big deal. So I don't know, it kind of made me happy to know that kids still roller skate at roller rinks. And so they went and had fun, and then I just came back and watched Live PD. Oh my god, I love Live PD. This season they have cops at, if you watch Live PD you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't watch Live PD, sorry, you're gonna be confused with my next 2 minutes of rambling. But anyway, on Live PD, one of the cops, one of the jurisdictions they follow is Greene County in Missouri, which is like 3 hours from here in St. Louis. It's right outside of Springfield, Missouri, which is about 45 minutes from Branson. And you know that we just got back from a trip to Branson. And so, Branson is a tourist town. It's very cool. I love it. We've never had any issues, but apparently it's a very high crime area, but just minor crime like petty theft, shoplifting, cars getting broken into. Very sad. It's all just drug related. People trying to find items to steal for their meth addiction. Very, very sad, and I hope the government gets a crackdown on that. I don't know if there's any good solutions for the meth problem because it's just been going on for years and no one has solved it. So anyway, but makes Live PD interesting because they are at Greene County a lot. And I've watched Live PD from the beginning, so they usually flip around between all the jurisdictions, but this season they've been flipping to Greene County a lot. And if you watch the show, they focus on like the most interesting. So apparently they find Greene County interesting. I don't, because I'm familiar with all those issues, but it's just like, oh my god, it makes Missouri look so bad, so bad. But yeah, that's what I did last night. Watched Live PD and crop photos. And then today, it's just, I am going to finish these packages, and then I'm going to do a trial run of pumpkin pie. So we are hosting Thanksgiving this year. This is the first time we've ever hosted Thanksgiving at our house, and so Robert's in charge of the turkey. I'm in charge of the desserts. So he wants pumpkin pie. I've made pumpkin pie one other time, and it turned out terrible, absolute the worst. So basically this week I'm going to do a trial run of like the pumpkin pie today and then the side desserts next week, because I just want to make sure they're good because I'm having family over and I don't want to be known as like the worst Thanksgiving food ever. And so, yep, next week trial run. So today, after I get done doing this, I'm going to watch a couple YouTube videos on how to make pumpkin pie, and then I'm going to make a pumpkin pie this afternoon, and I'll probably post a video about it because it's going to be hilarious maybe. Like, it's just the last time the pumpkin pie was like so watery, it never set, it was terrible. So YouTube will hopefully be my savior and I will figure out how to make pumpkin pie. So that's it for this week. I'll start a new vlog tomorrow. Even though it's a holiday, I will be working. We actually have to drop the car off to get the brake pads fixed, and we'll just be hanging out, working like we normally do. You know, since we went to Branson in the middle of the week, that was our Labor Day vacation. So, it's not Labor Day, it's Veterans Day. Oh my God. Again, what's a video without me saying the wrong words? So anyway, thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you later. Here we go again. Ollie's telling Daddy to hurry up. He's hungry. Are you hungry? Are you yelling at Daddy? Is he taking too long? Oh, you heard movement. Every day. This is every day. Maybe you should feed the cat. Come on. Because he has something to say. Oh my God, he's gonna beat you down the stairs.
Quick.
He is quick. Daddy's gotta get his shoes.
Get my shoes.
Here comes Sunny. She's like, I know what time it is. Now we're waiting for Monkey to appear out of nowhere. Oh, here she comes. There's Monkey. And there's Ollie leading the pack.
Hi, Money.
Monkey's like, no, no, I got the lead. Monkey has the lead. Sunny's coming from the side. Sunny, there she is. She came from the side.
Monkey won.
Monkey won. Monkey won the race.
By a whisker.
Sunny would have won. Why'd you go to the side? Why'd you go through
Monkey
the dining room?
went to the side too, and then she came out.
Sunny went to the dining room.
They all went different directions, but then Monkey pulled it out at the end.
Alright, breakfast time, daily ritual.
Hey, girls. Hey!
Uh-oh.
Knock that off. Sunny's swinging at everybody. Hey, Monkey. That's yours. Are you ready? I know you're ready. You're always ready for it.
They each have their own bowl. Spoiled girls. And then he has to shut the door because this food-monger would eat their food too. Sunny will eat. She just don't have to be watched.
Usually she has to be pet before she eats.
You have to pet her?
Yeah, that's usually the deal.
It's Monday. It's a new vlog. And look at that. It's snowing. I don't know if you can see the snow. I think I can. Look at that. Snow. It's sticking a little. I don't know how much is going to stick. So anyway, it's just been a busy morning already. We took the car in to get new brake pads and then packaged some more because I had some orders yesterday, even though there's no mail today. And then I took a bunch of pictures last night, so I'm gonna work on listing that stuff this afternoon and watch the snow accumulate. If you watched my vlog last week, I mentioned that we're redoing the guest bathroom in time for Thanksgiving. So I just started painting today. We pulled the trim off and I'm painting it white in the basement because it's too cold to paint in the garage. And since we are replacing the floor, we did have to pull the trim up, and I wanted to reuse the trim instead of buying new. So fun, I get to paint. Hey Ollie, what you doing? Are you scratching on one of my folders? Ignore the mess. This is my office. I got a bunch of work to do today. And he's not hurting the folder because he doesn't have front claws. But he just randomly goes around and scratches stuff. But again, it don't hurt anything because he only has back claws. And he rubs over everything. Anyone else have a cat who does that? Just rubs his face everywhere. I think all 3 of the cats do that. Good morning. It's Tuesday. Look at the snow. So this is the snow from yesterday. I did not shovel the sidewalk. The sidewalks are still warm enough that the snow melts when it lands on it. Thank goodness. No shoveling for me. And then, look at this. 4 bins of packages. Remember, yesterday was a postal holiday. And yeah, 4 bins are going out today. I put them out as soon as I get up because you just never know when she's gonna come. It just depends. Sometimes she'll come early for me because she knows I have a lot of packages, and then sometimes she'll come at 5. So I don't know. I leave them out. It's not supposed to snow today. It's a little cold, but I figure the packages are cold when they're transported across the U.S., so I'm really not gonna worry about it. I don't sell anything that could be hurt by the cold, so they're sitting on my porch. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Today's a busy day. Let's see. The cat was right there. I won some auctions online at the auction site I talk about. I bought a bunch of postcards. I've never sold postcards before. I gotta lock this because it's not shutting all the way. I've never sold postcards before, but I just want to try something different. So I got a good deal, I think. I don't know. And oh my god, his door is like not shutting all the way. My husband, what am I doing wrong? It's the cold that makes everything warped. Is that it? No, almost. I can't believe you have to watch me lock this. Okay, Robert can mess with it. Anyway, what was I saying? So, yeah, and some postcards. We're gonna pick that up today. I cleaned off the dining room table. If you remember, that's where I do all my junk journaling. But we're hosting Thanksgiving next week, and my husband was tired of the mess. So I made myself a little crafting corner in the basement, and I'll just work down there. And that's it. Oh, and then paint. We're working on the bathroom. I got the primer layer done yesterday. Next, I'm gonna wait for Robert to pull up the floors. And I'm gonna have him install the floors before I do the rest of my job because he can be a little bit messy and I know he's gonna nick my walls. So I told him I will paint last. Just a quick reselling comment before I forget. I'm packaging a Halloween item right now. When I was decorating for Halloween, I found a bunch of personal Halloween decorations I didn't want anymore, and so I listed them after Halloween. After Halloween, I've sold 5 Halloween items in the last 2 weeks, and it's the beginning of November. So yes, Halloween stuff sells more around Halloween or before Halloween, but it sells apparently all year round. So I know a lot of people will hold off seasonal stuff, which if you can only list so many items a month, sure, why not? But for me, who has plenty of storage, I don't even pay attention to holiday items. Like, I list them all year round is what I'm saying. So isn't that crazy? I put the Halloween stuff up just because I was clearing space out. I wanted to put it in the eBay store, put it in the eBay section of the basement, and I wasn't really expecting it to sell right away, and it did. So 5 items this week of Halloween. That's pretty awesome. That's just a tip. Don't be worried about seasons, you know. I mean, I guess you can, but I'm just saying for me, Halloween sells all year round. And I cannot hit this button for the life of me. Oh my god. I'm at Holly's house, babysitting. I'm checking on her dog. Okay, that's Dakota. He's an outdoor dog. Dakota, that's your last one. You see that? He grabbed a bone. So he thinks he's being sneaky. So if you go here in the pantry, there's a huge box of milk bones. And he goes in there and he grabs one. And then takes it to the laundry room. I'm supposed to give him one at night. But he thinks he's being sneaky. And I know I'm not supposed to let him do it. But it's just too darn cute. It's just too darn cute. Dakota, don't do it. Don't do it. Holly's gonna get mad at me. Dakota, don't do it. Seriously, that's your last one. Holly's gonna get mad at me. He just takes one at a time. And then he goes back to the laundry room. Holly, if you're watching this, don't get mad. Anyway, I just was letting the dogs out for a minute. And then I got to go watch the girls play basketball. So anyway, this is my night. Holly had to go out of town for a business trip. And Buddy is out for the last week, and he still has another week. He is on his yearly hunting trip, so they're both out of town. So I am watching the girls and watching Dakota's butt at the moment. Anyway, he's just a funny dog. So, is he gonna come around one more time? Or is he done? No, that's it. Don't do it. Holly's gonna get mad at me. You had 4. No, you had 4. That's all you got. That's all you get. You're a good dog, but no more. You already had your dinner. No more. I'm heading to the basketball game, but I just wanted to show you. This is a list of everything I need to do. My sister typed up for me. It's very helpful. I'm glad she did it. It's very funny though. She's very organized.
Come on, ladies, set it up! Come on, Maria!
Good morning. It is Wednesday. I am back home. So last night I did go to Holly's house and watch the girls. I took them, they're both in basketball. I did a little video of that. And then I had to run around and do a couple errands with them. They needed a couple of things done. Then we went home and just relaxed and hung out until it was time for them to go to bed. And I'll be honest, I watched Abby play Fortnite. I like watching her play Fortnite, but to me it looks so complicated. And then she even pulled up some other YouTuber playing Fortnite, and I was watching them play Fortnite, and I'm just like, oh my god. It's quite fascinating to watch, but like, if you've ever played Fortnite, like you have all these goods and stuff, and her flipping through, picking what she's playing, and I'm like, oh my god. I can't handle it. I cannot handle it. That seems to like you have to know a lot. Anyway, but I'm looking at my screen and not at my camera because I am home now, and since I didn't package yesterday, I am printing labels. So this is a good thing. I mention this all the time. I have 3-day handling on eBay, not 1-day handling, when most resellers have 1-day handling. But I have a life, and I just don't want to commit to 1-day handling. I have before. I have absolutely shipped with 1 day, and it just stressed me out worrying that I wasn't going to get packages out in time. And so the 3-day handling works so much better. Yes, occasionally someone will ask, can you ship it quicker? But I've never got negative feedback for having 3-day handling time, so it works for me. And my one account, I got 11 packages to package, and I'm just double checking the shipping weights. These are all smaller items, so it's easy for me just to print all the labels at once, because I know what the weights are going to be. And then it's usually for my bigger items that sometimes I have to package differently, that I will print the labels one at a time. But under eBay, I really like to utilize the bulk shipping and print these 11 labels at one time. Alright, so that looks good. You know, I wish I could split screen and show you guys, but I am not that tech savvy. I am not that tech savvy. I really need to learn how to do a lot of stuff for YouTube, but I don't know. I'm stubborn. I like my simple ways. Alright, so today is the 14th. So print, pay with PayPal, pay for all the labels through PayPal. Yeah, 11 labels, $32 for shipping. This is why the post office loves me and why my lady comes to my door every day and she never complains about the packages, because job security. I think I mentioned it before. I do live in the St. Louis area, but I live in a smaller town. Like anyone who lives around a big city, you got the big city and you got all these little towns around it. So I technically don't live in St. Louis. I live outside of St. Louis in one of the neighboring towns, and it has a very small post office. And the post, you know, and every once in a while, you know, the postal service will go through where they need to shut some smaller offices down because, you know, they're just broke and they have to raise their fees every year because they're broke, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm not buying it, but whatever. How can they be broke when they charge so much? But anyway, so anyway, she's considered a rural post office deliverer, and she gets credit for each package of mine she scans. And so, and I'm not the only eBay seller in this town. There are actually 3 or 4. Apparently we all do really good. And so we're kind of keeping that post office alive because it shows their numbers. It helps their numbers. So it helps their numbers to prove that they are a busy office, that the postal service, main company or whatever doesn't need to close them down. So anyway, I kind of just went off on a tangent. I wasn't going to talk about that. I was talking about watching the nieces. Oh my god, I had so much fun last night with the girls. So I stayed all night there, and I didn't get it on camera. Holly has this little dog, Lily. She's adorable. She's a little Yorkshire Terrier, Yorkie. And then she has the big Dakota, which is like a black lab. I showed you him, but I totally just forgot Lily. She wouldn't stand still. She's just this little brown terrier and just barks, barks, barks. Just a little. She's very loving and happy. I had to move this out of the way real quick. But, oh my god. She's hyper beyond belief. I did not get very good sleep last night. I did not get very good sleep because Lily is very small. So she can jump down from the bed, but it's hard. She's a little bit older now too. And it's harder for her to jump up. And so she wanted, and Abby slept with me, and then Haley slept in her own bedroom. Abby has her own bedroom, but she just was excited about Aunt Shinny coming over, so she just stayed with me, which is fine. It was great. She wasn't a bed hog at all. I was very happy. I was worried she'd be a bed hog. You know how kids are? They're like all over the place like starfish. Nope, she was perfectly fine. So, but Lily sleeps with Abby, and so Lily had to sleep in the bed. Oh my god. She kept me up all night because she'd went up, she went down, she went up, she went down. She'd bark until I'd wake up and pay attention to her. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I love Holly. I love the girls. I'm sure Holly's watching. I love the girls. Your bed's actually very comfortable. But oh my god, that dog is just too much. I like my nice, quiet sleep 23 hours out of 24 hours cats. They don't bark. That's the good thing about cats. They don't bark. Now, so I have 2 pages of packing slip, and it's taking forever to print. Why is it taking forever to print? It's, oh my god. It's my common printer. It's full of paper, and it says, I get this error message. It's out of paper. So I have to open the drawer, even though it's full of paper, and just hit try again. Try again. But I love this printer. I'm not buying a new one just because of the sensor or whatever. But anyway, I had to get up at 5:30 this morning, just to make sure I was ready before the girls were ready. And then I got the girls up. They got ready pretty easily. I was worried. You know, sometimes kids are hard to get up, but they got up pretty easily, and I took them to school. And I should have parked in Holly's garage. She has a nice garage. I don't know why I didn't park in it. When I got there, you know, I didn't have an automatic garage door opener. I had to use their code, and I just didn't get back in the car and pull my car into the garage. I should have. I woke up this morning. The car is completely covered with frost. I forgot those things could happen because I park my car in my garage at home. So I had to warm up the car. Oh my god, I haven't had to do that for ages. And then take the girls to school, and then I came home, and now I'm home. And this is my packing list, and I print double-sided, just, because I throw this away. I don't print packing slips. I know. A lot of people recommend on eBay print packing slips. I don't. I've sold thousands of packages, and I've never once had a person complain about no packing lists. I actually might have used to do it in the beginning. I've mentioned this before. I just quit doing it because a lot of times under my one account, I sell new items, and a lot of times people buy it as a gift. And then I send it to the person they're buying it for, and they always say, please don't include packing slip. Please don't include packing slip. It just became too much remembering who wanted a packing slip or who doesn't want a packing slip. So I just quit packing slips altogether. I just use this packing list. I just go through the list. It goes the order that I printed my labels. I go to the first one, pull these items. This is all my new items. This is my private label, so it makes it a lot easier. Pull these items, match the name with the label, put it on, I'm done. Easy peasy. My packaging, my private label items is my favorite because I have mass quantities of all these items. They're easy to package, I know where they're at, and it takes this is gonna take me 5 minutes. So when I package my reselling account, which is 80s Toy Hunter, when I package that, they're all different vintage items. I have to remember, I have a whole section that I put all that stuff in, shelves in the basement. I have to remember what shelf I put it on. Like if it's a plush, I have to dig through all the plush and find it. It can take 10 minutes just to find one item. So I still enjoy doing that. I totally still doing that. But the private label items is a lot more streamlined and easier. In the 80s Toy Hunter, I have to dig and remember where I placed that item and then find it. And then clothing is easy because when I sell a clothing item, it is super easy because I've watched tons of YouTube videos. So totally got this idea from everyone else who sells clothes, but they number all their clothing. Like if it hangs up on a hanger, then I put H1, H2, for hanger 1, hanger 2. And then at the end of my listing, I put H1, H2, H3. So I know, oh, that item is hanger 1. And then if I have it in a bag, I do B1, B2, B3. So I know that item's in bag 1, bag 2, bag 3. And then one time I got a huge lot of t-shirts to sell. So I had a whole box I just kept all these t-shirts in this one box. And I labeled them T1 for t-shirt, T2, T3, T4. And then it just makes them so I know. So I have 3 different codes right now. The T's, which is the box of t-shirts, the bags, which is small clothes in the bags, and then the H's for the hangers. And that's how I package clothing, or that's how I store clothing. I make it easy to find. I got that idea from someone on YouTube. So that makes the clothing easy. So the only difficult thing to find sometimes is my thrifted goods. So anyway, I'm rambling. I want to package this real quick and get to the mail lady before she comes, in case she comes earlier. I think with the cold weather that she might be running a lot quicker, so I need to get this stuff out there. And then I mentioned before, we are redoing the bathroom. It is Wednesday. We need to have it done by next Wednesday. I got the priming done. We got the fixtures pulled out. So the next step today is we are going to pull up the floor and start putting the new floor down. So that's today's project. We're gonna at least pull it up because garbage is tomorrow. This is a very small bathroom, so there's not really gonna be that much waste of wood floor. So we're just gonna pull it up and make sure it goes out in tomorrow's trash. And then we decided not to replace the toilet. We are keeping the toilet. We're just gonna pull it out temporarily to put the floor down, and then he'll put it back in. And why can we do this? You have to understand, my husband is extremely handy. He can pretty much do everything except electrical work. So, and we have redone bathrooms before. This will be our 3rd bathroom redoing. I don't ever record that. Kind of know what we're doing. Might have watched repair shows way too much, but we can do this bathroom. Trust me, we can do it. And we're not really it's just fixing it up. We're not really changing anything, so we don't have to get permits or anything. And each city is different whether you need permits or not, but whatever we're doing, we don't have to get permits. We're just gonna put a new floor in, get it done, and hopefully next week when I throw Thanksgiving, everyone will be like, oh, this bathroom looks different. Yay. I hope so. I hope it turns out. I don't know. I've been rambling. That's it. I gotta go package. Thanks for watching. This is like a huge stack of 2 different sizes of boxes that are intended to package books. This is a large size, this is a smaller size. I have had, and this stack used to go like up above here. This stack was huge. And I bought these boxes a long time ago when I used to sell books on this. There was a book site, I don't even remember the name anymore. They used to, before Amazon started taking over the world, there was a site you could sell your books on, and then eBay bought them out and totally ruined it. Like it was like half.com or something, I don't know what it was. But I used to sell books. Oh my god, my husband's sawing in this exact moment, sorry. I just want to do this tip before I packaged it. Anyway, point is, I bought these boxes a long time ago, and now I gotta start over. Okay, quickly, before I start sawing again. So, I almost threw these away, our last move, because I didn't see the point of them. And this is like how I became a hoarder, because I almost threw them away, and now I'm so glad I didn't. I have used them so much for other stuff, not just for books. Here he goes again. It's perfect for like so much stuff. So I'm just gonna wrap this in bubble wrap, and then, because this is a small item, but it still needs to go in a box. And oh my god, I give up. He doesn't know that I'm recording. So he's sawing up the wooden floor in the upstairs bathroom. So long story short, it's like sometimes you want to clean up stuff and just clear your space out and throw stuff away, and then as soon as you throw it away, you're gonna find a use for it. So it's so hard to throw stuff away because you never know when you're gonna find a use for it. I'm so glad I kept these boxes. I just want to make another comment real quick, hopefully before my husband starts sawing again. So this is the box I was packaged downstairs. And so I'm shipping this priority, but I didn't use a priority box, an official priority box, because all I had was bigger boxes, and I just didn't think it was appropriate, too much space. I like them to fit so they don't move around too much. So I have this box, and I have these free labels from the website. And then I think it's just really important that if you're using your own box, if you're not using a free priority box, you need to use these stickers or get the tape. There's like priority tape. I heard you can get it as a seller. I've never seen it. It might be an urban legend. I just get these stickers, like I said, free on the website, because when they're sorting packages at the distribution center, they are looking for the priority mark. Like all the priority packages go to a different section, and then the first class is immediate. It's all sorted like at the huge distribution center. So if you want your priority package to move like a regular, you need to have labels, because like when you print, when you print from, it still says priority. It says priority right here, but that ain't big enough. That's not big enough for when they're sorting at the distribution center. You really want these labels. So just a tip, if you're using your own boxes but you're shipping priority, get these labels. Good morning. It is November 15th. And look at the snow. Look at how much snow we got overnight. And it's still snowing. It's supposed to keep snowing till noon. Did I mention how much I love working from home? Don't have to drive in this. I am going to be nice and shovel my sidewalk in an hour or two after I get a little work done, because I want to shovel it for the mail lady, and maybe, trash is usually here by now, but I'm not surprised they haven't came yet. I don't think they came yet. I gotta go check. Yeah, because I see extra trash at my neighbors, so that means they haven't came yet. Anyway, look at this. Crazy. What's that guy doing over there? I have one neighbor down there shoveling. There's someone doing something down there. He's putting like a board down. He's shoveling with a wooden board. I guess he should have bought a shovel. I don't know. We have a snow shovel. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to work. It is like 8 o'clock in the morning. I see the neighbors across the street. It did go to work. This lady works night shift, so she's safe. But everybody else has to go to work. Alright, I think I just mentioned it for the last time. I don't know if I've mentioned it before. So the reason I always get amazed, this is the third snow we've had this year. And why do I always act so amazed? I've lived in St. Louis for like 20 years, and we just don't get that much snow. We're not one of those states that get tons of snow every year. I think last year we had a couple days of snow, and that didn't happen until January. We very rarely have a white Christmas. And when we do get snow, it melts within a day. We do have a couple ice storms. I know we had a major ice storm a couple years ago that shut the interstates down and stuff, and a couple people died, unfortunately. But pretty much we usually just don't get that much snow. So for it to already be November 15th and already have 3 days of snow is very peculiar. Very peculiar. So yeah, I'm sure you're going to see a lot of videos of snow from me because I actually love snow. And I love it even more because I work from home. I don't have to worry about driving in this. We knew it was going to snow today, so we went to the store yesterday, got enough food for a couple days. And I say that because me and Robert aren't the types that stock up. Like, I know there's a lot of people who like do their shopping once a week. No, we pretty much go to the store every day because it's like 5 minutes away. Excuse me. So it's not like, I do have like plenty of like, if I got desperate, I got plenty of canned goods and perishables in the cupboard, but we pretty much go to the grocery store every day. So we did go last night and get enough for a couple days. Robert's gonna make tacos tonight, and he also got stuff for cheeseburgers. He makes the best cheeseburgers. And I'm rambling again. It's cold. I'm going inside, see what packages I have to package, and then I'm just gonna shovel a little path for the mail lady. Alright, I'm done. It's still snowing. Did the walkway into the house. It's basically the whole driveway, even though that car won't be moving. Though if we want to go anywhere today, we can. So it probably will all melt tomorrow, so I probably really didn't need to shovel the driveway, but I really don't mind because it's winter, it's hard to get exercise, so for me, this will be my exercise for the day. And did you notice how like it's not sticking on this side, it's sticking on this side? I'll be honest, I may have got out the table salt and sprinkled table salt on the ground. I know, it's terrible, but I don't want the mail lady to slip. And so I actually have some specialty salt that we never use. I might actually do the rest of the driveway. I know we were at Home Depot last night. I really should have bought a bag of ice melt. I don't know why I didn't. I just wasn't thinking because we had the wood for the wooden floor, and we had the baseboard and just all kinds of stuff, and the salt was the last thing on my mind. So yes, I used regular old house salt and it worked. Can you see? Sticking, not sticking. Sticking, not sticking. So yeah, when you're in a pinch, use your iodized salt. It works. There's the snowplow guy again. He has been going up and down. He just put ice melt down. I felt like asking if I could borrow some, but that's okay. But I feel bad for him because there's like, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4 cars right there that are parked on the street, and they all have empty. Well, that one don't have an empty driveway, but I'm sure they'll all get like nasty emails from the subdivision. What is it called? Board of directors, board of volunteers, people who just don't do anything but send nasty emails. Those people, because I definitely don't listen to complaints, because I've complained about my neighbor's dog before. They don't do anything except complain about people who park on the street. So anyway, I'm going back in, get some salt, more salt, and then watch the snow and see if I have any more packages to package. So now I can feel comfortable that the mail lady can get my packages without an issue. And like I could run, I mean, you're all like, why don't you just run to the post office and drop the box off? My mail lady doesn't like it when I do that, because remember, she gets credit for every package that she scans, because I have offered before, like, if I have too many packages, I don't mind taking a bin or two to the post office. She's like, no, I want to scan them all. She gets credit. She gets some kind of like they have, I don't even want to get into it because I'm going to say it wrong and I don't want to give anyone like false story. So anyway, for whatever reason, she gets credit for every package that she scans, like it shows her workload. And so every time I offer to take it to the post office, she's like, no, she wants to scan it. So I will leave it on the porch so she can scan it and get credit. Now, if you haven't seen my previous videos, even though I live in a subdivision, I live right on the outskirts. She is considered a rural, R-U-R-A-L, am I saying that wrong? Rural carrier. And so her pay scale is different than like a city postal person. So she gets credit per package, not like, I think city workers get paid the same no matter how many packages they deliver. And I think she gets paid per item, or not even like maybe her pay scale, but maybe like, is her job even needed? You know what I mean? She wants to show that her job is needed, that she does pick up tons of packages. So anyway, look at this. I'm rambling again. But isn't the snow beautiful? I'm gonna go grab my packages. Even though where I put it is not wet, I'm still gonna cover it. Just, you know, keep the cold out, any blowing snow out. I could just stand out here all day. It's beautiful. I'm not even wearing a winter coat. I got just this sweatshirt, you know, working, shoveling snow. I'm sweating right now, but I do have my winter boots on. Like the first time I've used these boots in 3 years. I'm very excited. Update on the bathroom. Robert is almost done with the floor. Look how good that looks. I did the primer on the doors and the cabinet because remember, I'm taking dark wood and painting it light. So this is just a primer coat. And then I have the trim in the basement. I painted that. So once he's done with the floor tomorrow, he just has to lay this side. He took the toilet out. He's just going to lay it around the toilet. Look how good this floor looks. And then I will start my painting. So today's Thursday. I want to have it done by next Tuesday. It will happen. Good morning. It's Friday. I just put my flag up on my mailbox. Look at the snow. So it is melting. See, I didn't shovel my sidewalk in front of my house. I just shoveled the driveway and the path, and you can see it's already melting because the concrete's warmer than the ground. So it will melt today. I looked in the forecast, so we're not supposed to get snow for like at least 2 weeks. So it'll melt in the next couple days. Put my packages on the porch. Don't need this because they're not going to get wet in that bin. So this is my bin to cover them. There's a monkey right there. Anyway, it's gonna melt, which is good. As soon as it's melted, I'm putting my Christmas decorations up early. And then there is Ollie in the corner enjoying the nice bright sun. Good morning, it's Saturday. As you can see, almost all of the snow is melted. My cat is watching me. I just put the flag up, packages on the porch. Just one little bin, not that many sales yesterday. It's Saturday. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this vlog. I'm gonna start doing vlogs from Sunday to Saturday. So today I'm gonna paint some more in the morning. We're gonna go to Six Flags for a couple hours. Six Flags is open today, 12 to 6. And then I just haven't played Wizard of Oz at Coin Pusher forever, so I want to go play that, have some fun, enjoy our free passes, get some free pizza, and then come back to work and finish painting that bathroom. There's Sunny. How you doing, Sunny? Where's Monkey at? And there is a monkey sitting in the sun. I do love the sun. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching my weekly vlog, and I will see you later.